Hello, my name is Kavya. This is my first task in Grip the Sparks Foundation. The task was to predict the percentage of a student based on the number of studies using supervised machine learning technique. I used support vector machine for this purpose using the scikit-learn library in Python. The first step is to load the libraries, NumPy for mathematical operation, Pandas for loading data frames and loading other files, Seaborn and Matplotlib for visualization. Here's my dataset imported from the link provided. Here's some information about the dataset. Here's the first 5 rows, and the information we see it's not null. Hence, since there are no null values, we don't need to perform missing value imputation in the data pre-processing part. We shall visualize the data. If we ignore the bias that is present, we can see there is a positive correlation. Hence, linear regression shall be efficient for this purpose. We divide it among the dependent and independent variable. The dependent variable is the variable we are predicting. In this case, the scores, and the independent is the number of hours of study. We split the data into train and test set. The train set to build the model and test set to find the accuracy of the model. We see the shape is 25 ratio because we provided the test size to be 0.2. That is 80% for training, 20% for test purpose. Then we train the algorithm. Here's the support vector machines, and support vector regression is what we are using, not classification for this purpose. And then we used research CV. The purpose of using this is to train the hyperparameters so that we shall in research CV they shall use all these values to train the model so as to find which is the best parameter to be used. We fit the model, train the model using these, and then after training we find the best parameters. We see that using C value as 1 and gamma as 3, from here we shall attain the maximum accuracy. So that's what we use and save it in another variable as we are best. Then we predict using this specific model, and then we shall plot the data. Support vector machines use the distance of points from the line provided. Hence, it is usually performing better than simple linear regression. Instead of using simply the slope and intercept points, it takes the distance of the points into consideration. Then we shall predict using this model. The prediction is done using the test set because that is what we want to test using. Because training set, obviously we trained using it, it shall very predictably be better, but sometimes there's overfit. So to look into it, we need test set. And then we are comparing the actual and predicted set, and we see they are quite close. Then we test it using another value, which is 9.25 hours. We want to know what will be the predicted score of a student who studies for 9.25 hours. We predict the score to be 89.47. Then we shall evaluate the model performance. Here we are using sklearn's matrix, which are mean squared error, R2 score, and mean absolute error. The aim is to get the error low and R2 score high. R2 score can be as high as 1, which is 100%, and means absolute error, it is a comparison matrix. So like compared to the model given to us, we can compare using these. We see the mean square error is 19.13, R2 score is 0.95, which is 95%, which is very high, and mean absolute error is 3.205, which is lower than the model given to us, which was 4.18. Hence, we can conclude that this model performs better than the model given to us. Thank you.